Hello and good day, everyone. This is Harry T, and I am with Shoeless, Newman, and this is your Florida Keys live music report here live at noon every Wednesday, and it is noon in the Florida Keys. Is it not, Shoeless?
It is noon, and it is a beautiful day in the Keys. It might rain today.
Oh,
that would be a nice little change from all of our sunshine.
Hey, we'd like to welcome, of course, our Radio A1A listeners. They are streaming us on apps everywhere. A1A, Radio A1A, Cruising Country Radio, Paradise Road Radio, and Keys, K-E-Y-Z FM. That's misspelled, but it's the way the app is. Cruising Country Radio, of course, is independent singer-songwriters, all country, all original, all the time. Keys FM is just good music from a lot of folks right here in the Keys and around the world. And Paradise Road Radio, inspirational music. Radio A1A is the Conch Republic's contribution to tropical Americana music by independent singer-songwriters like Daryl Clinton.
That's a lot of music.
Week after week. He works hard week after week writing them tropical songs. That's Daryl Clinton. Mm-hmm. And Shoeless, been a busy week in the world of live music in the Florida Keys, has it not, young lady?
It sure has. We were running around and checking out some of the local stuff yesterday.
Awesome.
And enjoying the local food.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Yes, we did indeed. And the world of music is alive and well here in the Florida Keys, isn't it?
It sure is. There's it's like an awakening. There's some real cool stuff going on this week, things that haven't happened since before we got shut down. So we'll be talking about a little while.
In just a little while we shall, and you have a brand new rundown, a big week in live music in the Florida Keys of all styles and types. And all types of venues and food and waterfront and dry land, all of those types of venues that provide live music. And we have an exciting possible tease on a new one that's opening up. But that's later. First of all, let's hit a couple of things from our supporters and our sponsors. One of our main supporters, and has become close to both of us, right? Shoeless is Ocean Dreams Healing Center. Gosh.
Yes, we had a nice meet and greet with Terry Sutton yesterday.
Yes, we did.
On his beautiful, he lives aboard a beautiful boat.
Yacht.
We definitely have some cool events coming up for that.
Yep.
Hold on. Of course, support caregivers.
Yep.
And
that's right.
Really exciting to be involved in that.
Yes, indeed. Here's Terry to tell you more about that.
Greetings, soul searchers, misfit pirates.
Well, that's the wrong one.
And he didn't say ahoy again.
Uh-oh, here he is. Here he is.
Okay.
Here he comes.
Ahoy, A1A family. What can mirrored healing techniques do for you? For me, I survived stage 4 colon cancer that spread through my body.
Yeah,
take a look at oceandreamshealing.org. That's right, oceandreamshealing.org. Ocean Dreams Healing would like to thank A1A Productions for all of their support and generosity, and to the world, please be an organ donor.
Wow. That
Are you gonna donate an organ?
I have none in very good working condition right now, young lady. How about you?
I believe I do have that on my driver's license, but if they find me somewhere and I've got good parts, then they can have them.
Well, I'll tell you
I think that's a fine cause.
It is an extremely fine cause. this is being streamed to those radio stations, but also to a lot of our, gosh, I see now there's a lot of folks out there watching us on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and some other new streaming television channels. We're expanding those every week. Today, though, we're going to be taking the recording of this show, as we always do, and placing it into a podcast form. That podcast form will then be sent out and distributed to all those places where you have your favorite podcast on your phone, your favorite podcast app.
Uh-huh.
And that podcast app can grab an A1A podcast, one being, of course, this show, one being the Trop 40 Countdown. And in the future, Terry, speaking of Ocean Dreams, Jenny, you heard him mention, what does he want to do? He wants to do a podcast.
Podcast.
And those things we're going to be doing in conjunction with a lot of local locations, local people, local talent. Some of them bake wedding cakes. That's just a tease. Oh, yeah. Well,
we did go have a lovely,
yes.
We'll call it a brunch, but we had breakfast at Bob Buns in Islamorada. That's on the Bayside. What mile marker is that?
That is the 82 mile marker, yes.
Had a delicious omelet, and I don't know, you had something weird, poached eggs and blueberries or something?
Well, poached eggs and blueberries, but I also had his sausage, which was delicious, and the poached eggs, I had Swiss cheese over the top. It was so...
They were perfect.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
It was an odd combination, but I mean, they were beautifully done.
And for someone on a restrictive carbohydrate and sugar, fat, all that diet, eggs are good for you, folks. Speaking of good for you and good for us in the Keys, we're going to be featuring today, before we get into the meat of the program, which is, well, this may be some of the meat too. We are going to be featuring, and we are right now, every morning on the Radio A1A station, a 7 o'clock short 5-minute piece that is from Dr. Michael Eric. And he's also a performer. So today, a part of what we're going to be presenting to our audience out there, Jenny, is some of the information Michael Eric has to share with us about protecting our wonderful Florida Keys environment.
Oh.
That thing that Ocean Dreams uses to heal people, to care for the caregivers, that's our environment. That's our clear waters and our clean air and our clean drinking water and our beautiful, this environment is healing in itself, isn't it, Shoeless?
Oh, no doubt. That's what a great connection to bring that together.
We had an opportunity at the Islamorada Beer Company, which is also the Islamorada Beer Company and Brewery. They brew a rum there that is, distillery. They distill a rum. We had an opportunity this past Monday to be at a live event, and Briz was there. Briz. He is a singer-songwriter, independent, and he performed. And there, Ocean Dreams did a fundraiser, and we have that.
I was unable to attend that, but I heard wonderful things about Briz and the fundraiser.
They raised $600 or $800, and the Islamorada Beer Company was kind enough to host them and us. We did an hour broadcast there, so we're going to do some more of those things. We're going to be talking about that later. Jenny, do you mind if we go into our programming with Dr. Eric?
No, that sounds like a fabulous
and
idea.
then we can bring to attention the last 30 minutes of the show. I believe we're there. Yeah, I do need to have a sponsor or two notify us of their existence and notify the audience to partake of their products and services. So
let's
pay some bills and we'll make that happen. How's that? So hang loose. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, this is Barefoot Registered inviting you to Jungle Ritaville, January 28th through the 30th, 2022. Join Jimmy Parrish, Joe Downing, Dave Sines, Beth Travers, Bill Cockrell, John Beck, John McDonald, and some guy named Barefoot Reggie Sterrett on a return to the Jungle Queen Island. Get your tickets now at sellsongspromotions.ticketspice.com.
Man, I hope that you and I will have an opportunity to go to Jungle Reedville, young lady.
I would so love to go do that.
Yeah, this.
Just to go see Beth Travers.
You took some photographs of her in mid-jump that were just awesome.
Oh, I got some great stuff.
Yeah. That entire wonderful tour, we'd like to thank Saltwater Independent Music for coming along with us, and we had the opportunity to broadcast live a lot of those types of things, and there you are streaming out there on your beautiful bass guitar. What do you call that bass guitar of yours, that beautiful blonde bass?
Missa.
Well, you and Missa, and you are both pretty, and you have made yourself well known in the Keys as a very accomplished professional musician, and you have Jenny and Friends karaoke night as well at the Key Largo Moose tomorrow night, every Thursday night, right?
Yeah. 7 o'clock.
And
if it gets crazy, we go late.
Yeah, and we want to mention our Patreon supporters. I have that stream, that QR code up on the stream right now. And a few...
very cool. We've got Roger Sylvie and Anthony Body, John Manfredo, Henry Tucker, Debbie Jordan, and I'd like to welcome our new Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for joining in and helping us put this out every day. Bill Russell and Michael Eric, who we mentioned earlier. We're going to listen to some music from him today.
Well, I think,
and I'm kind of excited about that.
Each one of those individuals receive a mention, but also there's a lot of perks that come with that. Harold Booth has discovered us as well up there in Lebanon, Tennessee, and we may come up there and do a concert. You never can tell. And they're going to have one of those Tennessee cabins ready for us with the fire builds and all that.
Oh, that sounds rustic.
Will you go shoeless, madame?
Are there going to be stickers?
Yes.
Well, we'll see. I might have to get me a pair of boots.
Before we get into Dr. Michael Eric's individual information, and what he wants to share with us on the ecology of this area and the rest of the world, we want to send our regards out. We lost a very special performing artist here in the Florida Keys. Mm-hmm. And Kevin Sheehan played the mandolin with many of the... With just everybody. Set in, and it was so beautiful. And we miss you, Kevin, and we miss the music that you brought to the occasions down here. And we thank you for being a part of our family at Delray Beach. In Delray Beach, you saw him. Kevin was there, always setting up the site beforehand, getting our sound set.
Yeah, they're actually having a celebration of life today for him up in Delray. It's at an Irish pub, and I do not have the name in front of me. But if you're out there listening and you know Kevin, know his family, check that out.
All
he
right.
will be missed. Every time you saw that man, he would have a big smile and big hug, and just a very, very sweet soul. He's going to be very missed in many places, I'm sure, more than here.
All right. Well, here's Dr. Michael Eric with a very special presentation, and we're doing this at 7 a.m. We should be doing it at 7 p.m., but here he is.
It's dark at both times now, so.
Damn straight it is, but it's paradise just the same. Here he is.
Oh, no.
Dr. Eric.
Greetings, soul searchers, misfit pirates, and parrot heads. Dr. Michael Eric here, and this is Giving a Flock About Conservation. I'm a tropical Americana artist, an island lover, and I have a PhD in ecology. So I definitely give a flock about coastal and marine conservation. But we all should, because if we don't take care of the places that we sing about and love to visit, well then, they won't be worth visiting sooner than later. The good news is that even if you don't live on a salty piece of land near the ocean, there are several things you can be doing every day that will help islands, beaches, coasts, and oceans. One of those things is to remember that all water flows to the ocean. So, literally, the fertilizer or weed killer that you might put on your lawn in the Midwest could end up in the Gulf of Mexico. This kind of nutrient runoff is a big problem in Gulf coastal Florida these days, with fertilizer-fueled algal blooms exacerbating the threats to sea life already posed by the red tides. So, no matter where you live, pull weeds instead of poisoning them, and don't obsess over a perfect lawn. Everything trying to survive in the ocean will thank you. Another thing you can do every day is to care about where your seafood comes from and how it's harvested. Most of the world's fisheries are over-harvested, and eating any seafood that is not being collected sustainably makes you part of the problem. My rule of thumb is to mostly only eat seafood when I'm by the ocean. And since I live in Illinois, I don't eat much seafood. If you don't live by the sea and still want to eat seafood, the Monterey Bay Aquarium produces helpful regional consumer guides to making responsible seafood choices. You can download their guides at www.seafoodwatch.org. Donating to a local not-for-profit conservation group is a very real way to support conservation directly in the places you most love to visit. It's a gift that gives year-round by helping folks on the ground continue to do good work when you're not there on vacation. I'm particularly excited about the opportunity for Parrot Head clubs to support conservation groups as part of their charitable and educational missions. I know the Sarasota Bay Club, for example, supports several conservation groups, including Mote Marine Laboratory and Aquarium, Save Our Seabirds, and Save the Manatee. And if you are down in Key West, stop by the not-for-profit Reef Relief on Green Street. Reef Relief was established in 1987 with the mission of improving and protecting the coral reef ecosystem in the Keys. You can find out more about Reef Relief by visiting their website at www.reefrelief.org. In the end, friends, doing our part to protect the places we love to escape to just makes sense. I have a song called It's a Vibe, and the chorus pretty much sums it up for me. It goes something like this. It's a vibe, it ain't no lie, sun, surf, and sand, and a year-round tan. And it's the vibe that keeps me alive, sun, surf, and sand. It's a vibe, catch it if you can. As Parrot Heads, let's all do our part to protect Mother Ocean and all salty pieces of land that we love, because it's that vibe that keeps us alive.
Shoeless, what'd you think about that? Are you there, Shoeless? She must have checked out on me. Anyway, in that case, we will go to a song by Michael Eric.
Oh, sorry, I hit mute.
Don't be hitting mute, okay? What'd you think about that little piece?
I thought that was lovely.
And,
Gosh, I think maybe people don't, especially if you're not near the ocean, you don't think about that you can make a difference and, keeping the ocean healthier. And after all, it's most of the planet is ocean, so we should really take good care of it.
That's for sure. And folks, what y'all do up in Michigan affects us all the way down here in the aquifer of South Florida. That frankly is something that, well, we would appreciate y'all thinking about us every now and then when you flush your freaking toilets.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm going to pull my weed. Not that I was thinking of doing anything else, but now when I do it, I'm going to think about it. I'm pulling those weeds better than using Roundup.
Oh, yeah.
Anything like that.
Pull your weeds. Here's a little song. Here's a song by Michael Eric, the Tropical Americana independent singer-songwriter.
This is Michael Eric, the Misfit Pirate, and you're fixing to hear my song, All Right, All Right, All Right.
All right.
Listen, you may have a broke-down boat and just a couple $100 to your name, but it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Because you're listening to Radio A1A, music for the road to paradise. I got a broke-down boat and a couple $100 to my name. One look around here and it looks like I'm losing the game. But the game ain't over, so I still got hope. Several feet left till the end of my rope. Where it's gonna end, man, nobody knows. I'm just trusting the wind, gonna see where it blows. It's alright, baby, it's alright. Alright, alright, alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. I'm taking on water and jonesing for cigarettes. Just me and my dog on a sailboat full of regrets. But the game ain't over, so I still got hope. Several feet left till the end of my rope. Where it's gonna end, man, nobody knows. Just trusting the wind, gonna see where it blows. It's alright, baby, it's alright. Alright, alright, alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. If I didn't have bad luck, I'd have none at all. I need Professor Marvel and his old crystal ball. Maybe he could help me with a plan of attack. Maybe tell me when they're finding me some wind at my back. But the game ain't over, so I still got hope. Several feet left till the end of my rope. Where it's gonna end, man, nobody knows. Trusting the wind, gonna see where it blows. It's alright, baby, it's alright. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright. It's gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Alright, alright, alright. It's gonna be alright. Alright, alright, alright. It's gonna be alright. Alright, alright, alright. It's gonna be alright.
Michael Eric. In our top 40 this week, I don't believe that one placed, but he did have one that we'll play later that did place. Shoeless, what do you think about his music?
A dog in a sailboat full of regret. That's great. Good song. I like it. I like it.
The first thing I did when I heard him, and I answered him through social media, I said, "Look, I was around when Buffett was singing on the beach at in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and there at the corner of Government Street and Conception Street in Mobile, Alabama, at the Admiral's Corner Hotel at the Admiral Sims Hotel. The Admiral's Corner Lounge and the hotel there. And Michael Eric sounds like Buffett did, and when Buffett was young. Really, he's got that same vocal sound. That's so cool to hear someone in the tropical music world getting that close to an original sound. Not necessarily important, and not important for everyone to try to do that, but he didn't even know it. And when I wrote him, he went back and he listened to Jimmy Buffett's album A1A.
Mm-hmm.
and Who's the Blonde Stranger, and that album cover, Who's the Blonde Stranger, was the photograph was done at the Floribama there in Gulf Shores in Perdido Key, Alabama, and that's what he sounded like back then. So cool music, hey? Hey, Shoeless.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm here. I'm Shoeless.
That you are. Well, Shoeless, it is now time. Wait. We can't get by without this.
Bonds is a local family-owned and operated bail bonding agency in the Florida Keys, fully licensed and serving residents and visitors for over 20 years.
3-day getaway down in the Florida Keys. This time Duval Street got the best of me. I argued with the cop. He said I was speeding, but I really ran out of luck. When my girlfriend leaned over and whispered real loud, he's stubborn when he's drunk. I came here on vacation. I'm going home on probation.
That's right. There's always an agent on call 24/7 at Monroe County Bail Bonds. Call us when you need us with 2 locations. Tavernier at 305-852-3268 or Key West at 305-296-7724 or go to FloridaKeysBail.com.
Going home on probation.
And you and I heard someone quote that very thing the other night and didn't realize where they're hearing it.
and I know somebody who called Monroe County Bail Bonds just not that long ago, a day or two ago.
And we're doing fine, thank you. The
family hey, wasn't me.
Oh, how wonderful! It is it's a great day, and Shoeless, we've had an opportunity to hear from our sponsors, from a brand new contributor, Dr. Michael Eric, and now it is time to hear from you. It's approximately 30 minutes after the hour of noon on Wednesday, our live broadcast of the Florida Keys live music update, and we do it live so that you will know by the moment what's happening here. And you have the floor, Shoeless. Go.
Oh, wow, I have a whole floor, huh?
Yeah.
Well, of course, I want to talk about what I'm doing this week. We did karaoke at the Moose in Key Largo, and that's Thursday from 7 to 10 or later. And then on Friday, I will be down at the Havana Jacks in Key Colony Beach Marathon, and that's 6 to 10. And then Sunday, we'll be playing in the afternoon at the Moose in Key Largo with my friend's band. Pretty excited about that. We're calling it the Paul Armstrong Project. We're doing a lot of Neil Young and stuff. We should get that Britt to come.
He did.
I hear he's a very good Neil Young guy.
Yes, he is.
So I cherry-picked a couple of events this week because I figured change this up a little bit. So Thursday, and that's November 18th, from 5 to 9, I'm pretty excited about this. It's a benefit for our beloved Upper Keys Humane Society, and they're doing the Howl at the Moon party, and that is upstairs at the beautiful Sandbar rooftop bar at Whale Harbor. That's down there. It's in Alamorada on the ocean side, beautiful view. They're going to be having live music with the Lower Mat Cats. And like I said, that's benefiting the Upper Keys Humane Society. So if you can get out and support that, I know they've got like 80 kittens in there, or cats and kittens over there right now. So they really need some support. And their automatic water feeder just broke, and they said the cats are rioting. So if you can drop anything off, over there, that's right across the street from me, about mile marker 101.6. So if you can drop a bag of cat food off over there, anything that they can use, that would be super helpful. Or go to the Howl at the Moon party at Whale Harbor, and that is Thursday, November 18th from 5 to 9 with the Lower Mat Cat.
Awesome.
And then Friday, this is exciting. This band played at Founders Park, which I don't know if that was open during COVID or not, but I know everything was restricted. This was the last band to play there before all of that. It's called Cana Flamenca, and which immediately makes me think of David Fader. Which obviously he's going to be involved in this with Ice.
Yes, Ice is
Glamorodic Community Entertainment, which
Yes.
is just a wonderful organization down here that supports music and musicians and brings some great people down here.
Live
But,
performances.
yes. So
Man. Wow.
this is a free concert that is going to again be at Founders Park Amphitheater. So it's going to be the last time they did it, they sold out, and that's a pretty good size venue for down here. So if you want to go, I would recommend getting there early and getting parked and everything. That's Friday, November 19th, this coming Friday at 7:30. Again, it is a free show, so if you can go there and donate just to pay for expenses and everything that comes along with putting on a big show like that, please come out and support that. And it will support ICE, which is, like I just said, one of our favorite local charities for musicians and music. And then on Saturday, this is a very local event. We have a big fan and supporter of music that has been going around and doing pictures, and she was on our program one week.
Oh, yeah.
Dee Medina, who is a self-declared gypsy, has been in the Keys since March, and it was a return trip that she came down here. Well, she's got her wanderlust back on, and I think she's going up to Georgia. She's taken off. So at the Bluefin Bar, which is located at 200 Florida Avenue in Tavernier, and that's actually, I think Terry lives over there somewhere, doesn't he?
Yes, he is.
So Terry, if you're listening,
Marina.
Excuse me, if you're listening, you want to check this out. This is going to be a good party on Saturday night, November 20th at 7 o'clock. Go if you know Dee Dee, if you're a musician, if you're a fan, I'm sure you've seen her out. She's a lovely woman. Go wish her well, and I don't know. I'm gonna miss her. She's a special girl. She took me up to get my shot for COVID when I got sick. So I'm really glad to have crossed paths with her, and I will miss her very much. And hopefully, we'll get to see her Saturday evening. Will you be going, Harry?
I should be there. I don't know that I can
You
stream. I don't know that I can stream anything there, but I will certainly try.
Yeah, we may or may not have internet.
Yeah, the Bluefin Band will be there, though, and I've got a photo of them up playing right now. They will be there. Well, actually, that's a thing for them when they were at the Caribbean Club, but they will be there Saturday night. What time does it start again?
It starts at 7 o'clock.
Oh, how wonderful. Yeah.
So I imagine that'll probably go till at least 11. Should be quite a party, though.
Would we or should we invite other musicians to come in case there is an open mic?
I believe that it is actually an open mic, open jam. Todd Lawless had posted something about if you want to come and play, bring your stuff and come on. So
awesome.
That might just be a good time.
I think so. My gosh.
I think so.
What you got next on the week's live music?
That's
thing?
about all I did for this week that I prepared.
Well, there is a jam session tonight. It's a jazz-oriented jam session at the Moose Lodge.
Oh, right.
And that Moose Lodge is at about the 97-mile marker, or Rock Harbor.
98.6.
I always do that.
It's a normal temperature. It's not a normal mile marker.
That's true. 98.6. And that is on the inside stage. It's cool inside and cool outside right now.
Yeah.
The inside stage, and Tim Dressing hosts that jam session. And if you are a jazz player, horns, guitar, drums, any type of instrument that you would like to try your hand at some of the more jazzy standards, or anything you would, you've been there. You were there last Wednesday night. We tried everything, didn't we?
And I will be there tonight. I can't wait.
Oh, how wonderful!
We've got. I don't know if Chief's out there listening, but we have this trumpet player that showed up a couple of months ago. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Oh, tasty.
Let's play a spot or two and take a break, and then we'll come back with some more information from you and us about the live things going on, and also some things that are planned in the future with Ocean Dreams, with Radio A1A live sessions, with a possible combination with ICE Islamorada Community Entertainment, and a local legend in the music business. Right, Jenny? Right, Shoeless?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
All right. Here's your favorite young lady.
Hey, Beth Travers here. I want to invite you all January 28th through the 30th to Jungle Reedaville. Return to the Jungle Queen Island, and it's a Riverfest concert featuring Jimmy Parrish, Joe Downing, Dave Sines, Bill Cockrell, John Beck, Barefoot, Reggie Sterrett, John McDonald, and myself, Beth Travers. Hope to see you there at the beautiful Riverside Hotel in Fort Lauderdale. Come on down and fins up. Get your tickets at Sail Song Promotions. Yeah.
Hi, this is Chip Bell. What does the Jake Sullivan series and Radio A1A have in common? Both will take you to that warm tropical beach you yearn for. So grab a book and start reading. And make sure you keep listening to Radio A1A, music for the road to paradise.
You're listening to Radio A1A. Keys ZFM, Paradise Road Radio, Cruisin' Country Radio, right here from the studios of A1A Productions in Islamorada, Florida. Welcome back, everybody, to the Florida Keys Live Music Update. I'm Harry T., and we are with Jenny Shoeless Newman. What else is going on, Ms. Newman? We were somewhere last night howling at the moon, were we not?
We went to the Big Chill in Key Largo on Tuesday night. Has a fabulous happy hour to begin with. I think it was, $2 beers or something like that.
Yeah.
But if you're a lady and you bring your bumps, I got that. Wait, who just did that commercial?
Beth Travers, wasn't it?
Beth Travers.
Yes.
She was talking about the T-shirt she was wearing that came with bumps. So that's what I call them now. But if you have bumps and you go to the Big Chill from 7 to 8, I think it is, it's free drinks for the girls. So that's a really good hangout on a Tuesday afternoon or evening when there's not much going on. What a sunset that was last night. It's way down far to the south, but we've been getting some amazing sunsets. And what a great place to go watch it.
The Big Chill. Yeah, that's beautiful, and the food was amazing. Gigantic burgers, and the music was really well done. And then the line dancers started. It was just a hoot and hollering party.
That was crazy.
It was packed.
It was like every line dancing, the beat song, the Macarena, and everything else. They were up there for a half an hour.
And it was ladies' night.
Nobody fell down. That was great.
Yeah, ladies' night with all those free drinks. If you have bumps, is it what it is? But then listen, guys, the bumps belong in the front with the guys, okay? Or bump. Some of you guys were not wearing correct,
Yeah, that's on a Tuesday night, that's a packed house. You want to go somewhere happening, that's it.
Then after that, we jumped in the Radio A1A cruising rocket mobile, and down US 1 we went at the speed of 45 miles per hour. It is US 1 after all, and we took a left back into the deep, dark entrails of Key Largo, past Skippers, and then to a place, quite frankly, it was like from, you walk into different parts of it, and it's like, God almighty, what a party. This whole place is rocking. I mean, it's an old dock thing. It's an old boathouse, and it's
not a lot of crevices.
It's rocking. I mean, pool games going on, dart games. You had to duck the darts flying through the air just to get to the bathrooms, and it was packed.
And had to. Well, we're talking about Sharky's.
Yes,
Sharky's. In Key Largo, and you won't end up at Sharky's. You got to look for Sharky's.
Yes.
We went there to see Rob Garza plays Tuesday night, so we had gone to see him, and we were sitting in the corner because we kind of wanted to talk and listen.
Yeah.
And we actually had to move our seats because the inside bar
was too
had
loud.
Loud music, and they were rocking in there. So we went around the corner. And then Rob got all nervous because we got close to him.
and then I went upstairs.
I really enjoyed So
upstairs out on the balcony overlooking where Rob was playing, there was private dining. There was a private dining area, and the food was... when we walked in, how many chefs did we walk? We walked into 3 chefs dining at Sharky's. Okay,
that's my favorite. Right, and that's my favorite cheeseburger in Key Largo, anyway.
And Rob, who is normally Luke Summerglen's bass player. Now, what is this about bass player? You're a bass player. I'm a bass player. Rob Garza's a bass player. Dave Bowman, who is another.
I got friends in no place.
Yeah, the bass players are beginning to grab a guitar, which I'll never do. But they grab a guitar and they're doing single acts. And Dave is kicking butt. And Rob last night, we couldn't get any photographs because he uses a blue light.
Yeah, that's a weird blue light.
Blue light special, maybe? I don't know. But that was amazing. And the evening was...
That was actually the second time I got to see Rob play this week. I wasn't really expecting to go to either one of them, but... Luke Summerglen is doing Saturdays again at the Caribbean Club.
Oh, good.
And I popped in there for a quickie, and he was outside in the outside stage. And gosh, the weather right now is just optimal. It's so nice out, and you're not getting all sticky and sweaty, and you can hang out, and the mosquitoes are gone. And to go watch the trio that is Luke Summerglen, Rob Garza, and Louis Rainbow on drums, it's amazing the sound they get out of that 3-piece. They're just phenomenally good. And I forget how good they sound until I go see them again. I'm just wow every time.
Yeah, we are going to begin some of those broadcasts, and we're about 15, 16 minutes out from our end of our show. It's been a great show this week. Jenny, you did your homework, young lady, and we were out doing it, Howling at the Moon last night to Rob Garza. And
we weren't. It wasn't even a full moon, but how we did.
Oh, man. We did until late in the evening, and it did us good, though, to get out and listen to some different styles of music by those individuals that we're very interested in bringing into our original radio programming. And that's not as easy as it sounds. Shoeless, you know as well as I do how many songs we have submitted to us, because we are primarily 100% independent singer-songwriter programming, and that and those styles are, of course, the tropical Americana, country, inspirational, and triple A, which is rock and roll or classic rock, and everything else under the sun.
We did that fabulous event at the Coconut Cove.
Yes.
With Ocean Dreams as the sponsor, and that was our pet sponsor for 2 days, and we went from I think 11 in the morning till 7 or 8 at night. Hardly all this original music, and it was some of the same artists both days.
Yes,
I didn't hear a song get repeated. It was and really good stuff.
And we had sound crews, thanks to the Islamorada Music and Comedy Club, who are having their jam session tonight, I do believe, as well, at the Coconut Cove Marina and Resort. Yes. But we were privileged to work with that wonderful group down there that does that jam session. And if you're an aspiring artist, musician, or something, that's where you could go get your start at this point. Wouldn't you say? That's a good place that you'll be invited up, and hey, if you blow it, you blow it. Nobody. It's the Islamorada Music and Comedy Club.
That was clever that they put that in the name.
Yeah, and sponsored by Mayor Juana for legalized.
It would be great to see a jam session, kind of like they used to have at Heartbreakers. They used to have a great jam session there that was indoors, air conditioned, and they had a liquor license or a beer and wine license, so you could buy alcohol there. And we used to just have a nice loose open jam down there every Friday night. So I'd really like to see something like that open up again. And I hear tell it might happen. Not quite sure where that location will be. And
well, you always
get the A1A live sessions back up and running.
You always have the OV Jam for the more seasoned artists to come up there that are more prepared with Gigi and Tony. those individuals who prepare themselves with that band, then you can get up and be a little bit more polished and confident that you're going to sound good. In some places where jam sessions happen, sounding good is not sometimes the the goal.
And that really is a great, much more professional experience. The sound is controlled and good,
Yes.
and it's if you really work on something and you want to go out and show it off, you want to have the right backing behind you. You want a solid drummer and maybe a solid lead guitar player and just a solid sound system. And they definitely every Tuesday night at the OV they definitely put that out.
Boy, that's
And that's been running. Oh, I think it's going on 6 years.
Yes, I believe so. But you and I, in our travels, when we had an opportunity to spend some time in Upper Matacumbe yesterday morning and afternoon, when we visited with our good friend Bob's Buns at his facility called Bob's Buns on the Bayside. That is also at the 81-mile marker. That facility, when we walked into it the other day, Billy Bob and I went by, and there were some individuals who looked very satisfied. They had been well fed, you could tell. And they said, "Don't go in there." I said, "What? What's wrong? Something wrong?" "No, it's crack. That stuff is amazing in there, what Bob does with the buns and whatever." So that's a real quote outside. I wish I could have had my recorder with me, because it's absolutely true. It is true.
That's good stuff.
And then
I was teased about $12 for a bag of cookies, but he sells them and they are worth every bit of butter and sugar that you're ingesting into your body.
Those are his key lime something cookies.
Key lime cookies.
A bag of 12 is $12. It is a buck a pop, just about. Maybe a 12, maybe a baker's dozen. Who knows? He is Bob's Buns after a while. But that's Robert Spence, right? That's his name, Bob.
Robert Spence, yeah.
And I'm going to let you tell about where we went from there. He followed us from his establishment there to where?
We got a sneak peek at something that's been a curiosity on the side of the road there. It's down a mile past the Green Turtle on the ocean side, and it used to be Heartbreakers, and Bob Buns got in there, he said it was almost a year ago, and he's kind of been redoing it, and as he likes to say, he blinged the stage.
Yes,
so we got to see what he's been working on for almost a year now, and wow, I don't quite know what he's got coming in there, but he's planning something. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It is going to be a destination performance venue, and that's all I can tell you. And without describing in more detail, what he's done is he's taken a very nice venue at one time, and going to be offering what? Great food by Bob's Buns, and he's mentioning something about not necessarily just cinnamon rolls and key lime cookies. He's talking about some serious food that they serve a full menu at Bob's Buns establishment there on the Bayside. Here they're going to have that type of thing along with beer and wine.
I can't wait to see that door open. It's a really cool location. And there's parking, and it's kind of a good halfway point. People in the Keys won't drive more than 5 miles for anything, but you would actually get people to come up for Marathon for that, because it's not so far.
It is
from Key Largo. It's a good meeting point.
It is also a place where, without describing it individually, it already had a very fine, state-of-the-art performance stage and sound system, and now Bob has gone in and upgraded that to a point where we're going to be able to bring artists on that stage who will step on there to a professionally mixed, that will be a mixed performance. So hopefully we will have a regular weekly place where most all the nights of the week you'll find something going on at a place where you can sit down and have a quiet beer with a quiet song in front of you and a performance. And also the exciting part about A1A is that we have, from that very site before, we've streamed some live video that was just world class. And that's
It's been too long. It's been too long since that stuff's been going on.
And we are, by the way, I'm wearing a Ray Boone shirt today. Thank you, Ray. Anybody wants to send Shoeless and me T-shirts? Shoeless is, you're a double X, aren't you? Don't you have bumps?
Well, I need a double X for my bumps, but the rest of me isn't quite that big yet.
Well, all I can
Harry, you have something exciting going on that I don't want to run out of time before we talk about it.
What?
The Top 40 countdown is back.
Wait a minute.
No, I want to hear. Tell me.
Oh, man. Well, about 6 years ago, 2016, is that? No, that's 5 years ago. 5 years ago. It will be 6 next year. We began something that's kind of unique in recognizing the top 40 in tropical Americana music. I did it. He just said, I'm going to step out there and do it. And I put a poll out there, a Survey Monkey poll, and that's morphed into something that's I get the results from the industry statistics, listener statistics from A1A. This is strictly on Radio A1A, music that's on Radio A1A, the top 40. I am now doing that once a month on Sunday, the second Sunday of every month, and we count it down. And that's been well received, to say the least. The music that's been submitted to us has been amazing. The input and the increase in the music. You can still go on there and write in information at radioa1a.com. Just scroll down. You'll see right there is a little Survey Monkey box. Write in the song and write in the singer-songwriter's name. I must have...
The first time I saw that, I was voting for Ranger Dan.
Yeah, and guess what? Ranger Dan became number one because you and about 10,000 other people did as well. So it brings attention to the music. It brings attention from the singer-songwriters to how to market their music, because they go, hey, how do I get to move up the top 40? Share the information on how to get up to, on the voting and where they can listen. And the more that people enjoy your songs, singer-songwriters, the more the increase in the rating on the top 40. And that there are some really good songs, and there's some songs you would think should be on there, but you must be recognized by a listener first and written in. You can write your own song.
Yeah, and let me just mention, if you're out there listening and you are a singer-songwriter, or if you're just a fan of music and you have friends that are, if you go to radioa1a.com and click on our Patreon link, and just, if you can support us with $1 a month or $5 or $10 or whatever you can put out there, we'll try and help you out with the music and continue doing this programming that is just original and different, and there's just nothing like it.
There's nothing like it, and we love it. We also
You're
love...
like a superhero, Harry.
No. The return is the fact that there's music all around us, and a lot of it's being performed live, and it's mine and your job and the job of this station to make sure that everybody's pointed in the direction so that they can experience live music performed by live professional, and sometimes not very professional musicians. But hey, a song sometimes, when it's delivered by the person who sang it, does not have to be delivered so perfectly. It is an artistic expression, after all, and the techniques used by those individuals can they're relative.
That's true.
Musical relativity. M equals MC squared.
The theory of...
But speaking of that, Rob Garza and I sat down and we discussed that, and we discussed about him and some of the other fine musicians coming down to a new location, a performance location, and doing a live session where we record them and we video them and we put it out to the world so everyone can enjoy it. Now, Shoeless, I have one more thing I'd like to do. I'd like to feature another song by Dr. Michael Eric and invite everybody to listen in at 7 o'clock every morning on weekday morning on Radio A1A. Then you have Weekdays with Wilson that comes up on those weekday mornings. But Michael Eric is a tropical Americana singer-songwriter, and he's also a doctor of ecology and conservation. And this is him.
This is Michael Eric, the Misfit Pirate, and you're listening to Chasing the Sun on Radio A1A. 9 to 5 never suited me, and monkey suits, they were killing me. Shuffling papers all day long felt like an exercise in futility. But songs about islands rescued me. The words and the music set me free. What was I even doing there? It was time to leave as far as I could see. Now I'm chasing the sun with bamboo boughs, singing Sonny Jim tunes as I wander. I'm in too deep, and talk is cheap. Time to dive into that wild blue yonder. Yeah, Coconut Island Radio was telling me that it's time to go beyond the beach, baby, way out of reach, and into that wild blue yonder. So I packed up and drove down to the Keys. Needed that change of scenery. Maybe a one-way trip, gonna let her rip. It was a mission to find the real me. And after a week on some beautiful beach, I knew that's where I was meant to be. What did I waited so long for? It was time to take that voyage of discovery. So I'm chasing the sun with bamboo boughs, singing Sonny Jim tunes as I wander. I'm in too deep, and talk is cheap. Time to dive into that wild blue yonder. Yeah, Coconut Island Radio was telling me that it's time to go beyond the beach, baby, way out of reach, and into that wild blue yonder. Now living the dream ain't all peaches and cream. There's still some trouble in paradise. But talk is cheap, so go find your beach, and you can thank me with a beer for that advice. Me, I'm chasing the sun with bamboo boughs, singing Sonny Jim tunes as I wander. I'm in too deep, and talk is cheap. Time to dive into that wild blue yonder. Yeah, Coconut Island Radio was telling me that it's time to go beyond the beach, baby, way out of reach, and into that wild blue yonder. Yeah, beyond the beach, baby, way out of reach, and into that wild blue yonder.
Shoeless, what did you think about that?
You know, that just brought a memory from my childhood. I completely forgot when I was a kid. I had a set of xylophone that was pretty nice, pipes that went on foam. And I haven't thought about that in years. And I heard that. And yeah, wow.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow, indeed. Well, we have about 1 minute. 1 minute to say,
Then what happened?
and then we turn into pumpkins.
Then we're back to paradise.
Yeah. It has been an amazing show. I'd like to say hello to the south of England, to Bridget Jane Long, who has helped me with the editing on the Top 40 Countdown chart and has been an inspiration to me in the business world here recently, and has brought a brand new appreciation of tropical Americana music and American rhythm and blues to that part of say a few words to all the listeners and the independent singer-songwriters and all the professional musicians that listen to this show?
Well, thank you for tuning in today and listening to us go on about what goes on. If you're a performer and you can get down here and grace one of our stages, I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to come play.
All right. We're signing off for the afternoon, and we're going to say tune into our podcast replays and this stream on most of our Facebook pages. I'm Harry T., and for Shoeless Newman, we'll see you next week at noon.
See you next time.
The Florida Keys Live Music Report.